Getting shortlisted for job interviews when applying for a product designer role can be really tough. Even when after you have applied for hundreds of jobs, you may not get selected for that job interview. But what if you could stand out from the crowd with your job application? In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 limitations that hiring managers have that which you can take advantage of to improve your resume and your portfolio so that you can get selected for those job interviews. Let's get into it. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joseph. I'm a product design leader, career coach, and mentor. And on this channel, I help product designers like yourself get unstuck, get noticed, and get hired for your dream jobs. With over 10 years of experience working as a designer and as well as a hiring manager, I have helped hundreds of product designers like yourself to get hired by sharing my mistakes, learnings, and insights on the job search process. So if you're new here, consider subscribing for more. All right, so let's get straight into it. The 3 limitations that hiring managers have are limited time, limited attention, and limited information. So let's start with the first one, limited time. So now imagine for a few minutes that you're a hiring manager looking for product designers to join your team. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it looks. I just want you to ask yourself these few questions. Imagine now you're at work. You'll be asking yourself, what is on my schedule today? What meetings do I need to attend? When do these meetings start and end? Do I have a gap in my schedule? How many candidates, resumes, and portfolios do I need to review for this open role that I'm looking for? How am I going to review all 50 plus resumes and portfolio by today? And when do I need to pick up my kids again from school? When is dinner at home? What time is it? Can I make it back on time? So just take a step back. How are you feeling right now? Right? As the hiring manager, do you feel overwhelmed, stretched, anxious, stressed? And it's quite normal because as hiring managers, we have very limited time in a day for both work and personal commitments. Managing time between both work and personal commitments can be really tough for us. Thus, we lack sufficient time to review candidates, resumes, and portfolios, which eventually we need to so that we can interview them. So, the most important thing here then is what can you do as a candidate? Number one, my recommendation is to be very clear with your value proposition. And what I mean is asking yourself these few questions. What value can you bring to the team and the company? How do you intend to translate your past experience and skills to this role? Why you? Why specifically you? And what makes you a strong candidate when compared to the rest? Recommendation number 2 is to be very clear with your intention. All right, you want to kind of share the reasons why you're interested to join the companies. You'll be surprised how many of candidates don't really share why are they interested in joining this company, right? And there are many people in other companies that for you as a candidate, you can join. So the hiring manager and the company will be asking, why us? Why join us instead? And specifically for us is really, why this industry? Why this company? Why this team? Why our products that you choose? Why our customers? And more importantly for me as a hiring manager, why me as your hiring manager? All right, next, as busy hiring managers, we have limited attention. Similar to the previous point, our daily schedule is fully packed. And the things for us to do on the specific day are a lot, right? For example, attending back-to-back meetings or days, managing multiple projects, managing multiple stakeholders, and also to review candidates' portfolios and resumes. These are just many of the things that we have to do on a daily basis. On the average, we need to review at least 20 to 200 candidates' resumes and portfolios to decide on who we want to shortlist for that interview. And that is only if we have one headcount to fill. If we have more roles to fill, then you just need to multiply the number of headcounts that we need and we are looking for with the number of candidates' profiles that we have to review. So what can you do then as a candidate? Recommendation number 3 is to be very clear with your written communication. Be it on your resume, your portfolio, or your cover letter, please do not write a long, never-ending story about why you did a certain thing and why this project goes a certain way. Just get to the point and explain the rationale on why you made that decision. All right? And the next recommendation is recommendation number 4, be very clear with your visual communication. Don't just dump a bunch of text for the hiring manager to read in your case study. And I've seen this quite a lot of times. We just do not have the time and attention span to read all of them. Bold the keywords, make them in bullet point, think about using infographics, use visuals, be it images, diagrams, wireframes, screenshots, mock-ups. As the famous saying goes, a picture speaks a thousand words. Bonus if you could throw in a GIF animation of your prototype or solution to show how it works. Because really, a prototype speaks a thousand images or pictures. And lastly, as busy hiring managers, we have limited information about you as a potential hire. So when I hire product designers, there are going to be some risks involved. It's a chance that I have to take as a hiring manager. If the hire turns out to be great in 3 to 6 months' time, then I know that I've made a good hiring decision. But if the hire turns out to be a bad fit for the company and the team, then we have to let the individual go and repeat the entire hiring process again. And it takes up a lot of time and as well as money, right? In addition, we also only have the resumes and portfolios of candidates to review. Given the limited information and context that is provided in these documents, it is really a limit. There is really a limit in terms of what we can access on the candidates based on their skill sets, right? So in terms of their design skills, in terms of their technical skills, in terms of their soft skills, and it is going to be a very difficult decision for us to make on which candidates for us are we going to shortlist for the interview and move forward with based on what we just have reviewed. But we still have to make a decision and move forward with it. So more importantly now is what can you do as a candidate to help us, hiring manager? Right. So recommendation number 5 is to be very clear in terms of your achievements and impact. Don't just share what you did and how you did it. Do share with us the impact and value that you have contributed with your research and your design. This will then allow us as the hiring managers to quickly assess if you already truly understand the value of design. And also if you truly understand what does it mean to be a product designer and as compared to just being a UX researcher, UX designer, or UI designer. All right. And the last recommendation that I have for you in this video is to be very clear in terms of sharing your challenges and reflections. This will really allow us as hiring managers to identify if the project that you have worked on in your case study, is it a real world project with real world constraints and challenges, or is it just a made up school project or a self-initiated project that is unrealistic in nature and without any real world impact made. This will then really help us to see the level of maturity that you have and the proactiveness that you have as a product designer. Plus, your reflection and retrospective for these challenges and for the entire project will allow us to see, more importantly, if you have a growth mindset or not. Are you someone that has a desire to learn, to embrace challenges and risk possible failure, persist when faced with setbacks, ask, listen, and act upon those feedback, put in the hard work to achieve the results? Are you someone who is coachable? Are you able to reframe uncertainty and failure as opportunities for you to learn and grow? So in summary, as overwhelmed and busy hiring managers, we have limited time, limited attention, and limited information about you as a candidate. So what you can do as a candidate to help stand out and get selected for your next job interview is number 1, be clear in terms of your value proposition. Number 2, be clear with your intention. Number 3, be clear with your written communication. Number 4, be clear with your visual communication. Number 5, be clear on your achievement and impact. And number 6, be clear on sharing your challenges and reflection. If you act on any one of these recommendations to improve your resume and portfolios, or even better yet, all of them, then you will have helped yourself to improve your chances of getting selected for your next job interview. If you enjoyed this video, do like, comment, and subscribe. I'll really appreciate it. Also, do consider watching this video right over here where I share the 3 things I looked out for when hiring for product designers. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.